This little session is sponsored by OxyContin. All right. Okay.
Well, they want that, but they want the shot. So move here. Sit on the lower step. Okay. Facing down.
Okay, so first of all, let me play through this situation.
Okay.
Our alliance was supposed to keep us off the block, at least, because we had the votes this week.
Right.
That was the whole fucking point.
That was the point.
So how about if Peely went up there with you or Kevin or like one of us?
Right.
I would have gone up there if he really thought I was a threat. But since he didn't think I was a threat, he'd want to put, So let's say you stayed up there, and they argued for Peely. Sure, okay, he may be really close with Ash. There's no way that you can argue that him and Peely are so close that it's not even a when they came to you, did they say we tried to get him to put up Peely?
No.
Of course not, right?
No.
There's no way in hell, okay?
No.
Which means that Zach and JP are closer to Kevin than they are to us, and that
Absolutely.
Kevin is closer to them, and that they've talked about keeping their girlfriends in 100%, or else
Absolutely.
that would have at least been an option that we all talked about.
True.
Right? I didn't want to bring anything up, obviously, because when you know that. They're close, right?
Right.
So, okay. So, had Peely gone up there,
With one of us.
yeah, we got Kevin votes are out, whoever else votes are out, Brittany votes are out, JP, Zach. That's the whole point of our alliance, right?
We would have been safe.
We would have been safe. Peely would have gone home, we would have had all this, and then these four are fucked. Okay? That's not what happened.
No,
Okay.
that's not what happened.
So next week we have. Oh, I messed the colors up there.
Okay.
Next week we got the sheep, right?
The sheep. So we got Bobby, we've got Godfrey, and Bruno.
Bruno. We'll call them Greg's sheep.
Greg's sheep. I like
Okay.
it.
We got the fucking. Sorry.
We've got the couples.
We got the freaking power couples there.
So we've got Zach and Kevin and Ashley and Peely here.
Then we got this wannabe couple here, JP and Willow.
And Willow.
Yeah.
And then we have you. And we have
And you. We're up.
this. Is that
Are we missing Brittany?
we're missing? Yeah, this is you and Brittany. One of us is gone. This is next week.
Oh, right, exactly.
So
Okay.
then you've got Sarah and Brittany here,
Or you and Brittany.
or me and Brittany.
So, the girlfriends, okay, so Willow is pullable, right?
Willow's gonna go wherever the numbers
Exactly. So we'll put Willow here. So,
are. And then JP will sit here because this is Zach,
absolutely.
and we know that this is
Perfect.
This has been since day one.
Okay. So if one of these guys wins, HOH,
One can't because Bruno was already
Right.
HOH. So
Okay. say Bobby
Bobby,
wins, okay?
which is a possibility.
Yeah. We're here. We pull Willow in. We got these two.
And target them.
Exactly. Okay, because if one of these guys wins, they're going to put two of these people out. It's 3 against 5.
Then what you need to do is that Bobby wins, and you need to go sell out the couples alliance.
Absolutely.
You
And
sell
Bobby
out the
will-
couple alliance, and you need to say that JP is so far up.
Zach's ass. It's got to be Zach and JP. Stealing your girl Ashley, man.
That might work.
Oh, it will work.
These are shitty people to work with, but at that
Aren't
point, who
these
cares?
people?
Oh, yeah, because they can't
What have
even.
they done for us
Absolutely
lately?
nothing. You're right.
What have you done for us lately, folks?
That's
So, right? That's what, like,
Okay.
right? Willow, you just group her in with us, our little threesome, whoever it happens to be, right? And these guys, so then we just, okay, so if, let's say Zach wins, like he's been saying he's gonna from day one,
Right.
okay? Zach goes up, then he's gonna put, then we, whoever it is, we insist that he puts up one of his little, right? Because what else is the point of an, because he wants to put up a pond, right?
Do you think he would? He'd go.
He would not put up two of those guys.
He'd go Godfrey, because that's an easy person.
And one of these people.
You
Or,
think he'd
no,
put-
he'd put up one of these people, guaranteed.
You or Brittany, whomever's saying.
But we're not
Me
going to
or
let that
Brittany.
happen. We're going to insist that it has to be one of these girls.
That'll never work and it'll never happen.
So then it's quite clear, you know?
Does it really matter at this point if someone comes out and we're playing with gummy bears?
No.
One of us is going to go. It doesn't matter. He claims he'd put the big boys up, but I don't think he will either.
He says, I'll put a pawn. I want to put pawns that make Bobby feel safe.
And backdoor him.
Uh-huh.
So who does he
Because they
consider a
don't want-
pawn? Because in my mind, Keely's a pawn.
Yeah.
She
Why
doesn't
didn't she
even
go
know
up
the
this
game.
week? Why didn't she go up this week? We would have had the numbers. Then we would have stayed 6 strong.
So Bruno wasn't going to put up Keely. Keely's useless.
But he was just looking for a pawn. I'm useless to Bruno. But that's our move. And
Okay.
promise me you'll do that. We
Absolutely.
have no loyalty to these people. We have to see who wins HOH. But if Zach wins HOH, we say, like, there's no way that you can put any of us up. Put Willow
Willow's a good one to throw up there.
and one of these guys,
Willow's good.
and we'll see.
Willow told me today that she thinks there's a couple of lines. Funny, because Bruno told me that last night. Weird that Willow would repeat the same thing to me. So, as much as we think Willow's over here,
You're right.
Willow's here.
Which is another reason why that's the way to go next week. I almost hope Bobby wins.
But then you have to go up there, or me, it's gonna be you, really sell out the fucking. And you need to bust this up.
Yeah.
And
And I'm
you
not
need
going
to
to sell
bust-
them out by saying I've been with them the whole time.
No.
You just sell them out by saying this is way too much.
And these are 3 strong people. Actually strong. And not only that, you tie in.
Exactly.
And next week, 5 people.
Yes.
And an HOH on your side.
Exactly.
Tie and send someone
100%.
home.
100%.
Like, that's where, if one of them win, say our buddy Zach, who claims he's gonna win, the leftover of you and I
Yeah.
says, and Britt will go along with whatever at this point, says that, fine, throw Willow up as a pawn, throw Godfrey up, intent backdoor Bobby if possible. If not, you still have the votes to send someone home. 6 will send home.
Oh, for sure.
And
5
then
will.
at that point, it flops Willow over. Because now she realized there's no numbers here.
Yeah. And then we can get rid of those 2. But I don't know if this is workable anymore.
It might not be.
How is this workable anymore?
It might not be, but if he wins, you're going to have to.
If he wins and doesn't put up one of those 2 girls,
He won't.
then that makes me realize that this is just not going to work for me at all. I don't want to be 6th,
Place, yeah.
5th if I'm lucky.
So what do you do then? What do you do if he's not willing to put up one of them?
I just keep it in the back of my head,
Get through the week,
get through the week,
and then what? Because then you have
trying to start picking this apart.
Ron?
Maybe JP and Willow.
JP's not going to leave Zach's side. This isn't going to break. This won't break here. These, I think, are separate. Then say
I
God,
don't know. I
say
don't know.
God,
They're
one
so
of the
fucking tight.
This is not really an angle either. There's this angle, but I really do think that Kev is a lot closer than we thought to the boys here. It almost works in your favor.
I
that
know,
one of
right?
these win,
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking here.
because we've got
At least to break this up for now so they don't have anyone.
one of them that has to go home,
Yeah.
and then it breaks it up, and,
And then
the
there's
game
something
opens
to
up
work
again.
with. Yeah.
Really,
Yes.
I hate to say it. You remove that, it shatters him,
Yeah.
sends her into a tizzy. They're
Gives
still
me
tied.
him. I feel like I feel like I almost had him, but him and Zach hook up every single fucking night.
All the time. I
Yeah.
catch them all the time. That's this tipped me off to the guidelines. I saw them day one. It was unfortunate. I think they came in together,
Bobby
right?
has to win.
I'm just scared that Bobby's a sheep. Ironic. And that he's just gonna go like this. Because it's the easy thing to do.
That is the stupidest move he could possibly make,
Because he
though.
thinks he has this. He thinks he has this.
Willow and Ash, or Willow and JP?
Mm-hmm. Bruno thinks he has JP.
Yeah,
Well-
I'll sell them up the fucking river.
You'd have to.
Yeah.
You
Do you think you have JP? Look at Zach and JP. They're like this. He's smart. He knows that.
I'd hope so.
Or not Bobby, but you get to Bobby through someone like Bruno, right?
Yeah, you'd have to.
And
you'd
I'll
have
say
to work
this
on it.
couples thing, you guys know that it's scary. Don't
This you
put
have to
me
know.
and B up because you guys have us now. I told Bruno, like, I'm not coming after you and like whatever, I'll do whatever the fuck I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he, like he said to you too, I had the most sincere conversation, like he's just like, he'll go whatever way too. These people are actually, like, these people are workable. These people are not.
You're right. I think these people are on the lock.
Yeah,
He's workable though. Once he gets removed.
exactly. Because he's
Or-
a smart guy.
Or once he's forced to separate. Once this wins and puts up. Best bet would be like this. One of each.
Zach and Peely.
That may be too dangerous. Bob's not going to put up Ashley.
Right.
That's wrong. Kevin and Bealey? Couples alliance.
Okay.
Sleep in the same bed
So if
together.
we win, what do we do?
That's the tough part. Okay, so let's look at this. This is JP. This is Willow. This is you and B. You win. I don't really think that we have as much. She's gonna do what she wants. You win. They're automatically
Who's
gonna
this?
want Willow.
Oh yeah, that's JP.
They're automatically gonna want you to target
Of course.
because they don't have the balls to do that.
Of course not.
And then they're gonna suggest that this, who will go with House?
Is
Votes out one
Willow
of these.
Willow is the swing, eh?
This is Brit.
Willow, or sorry, yeah.
This is Brit.
Willow is the,
She just goes like this.
Yeah.
She's the one that goes where the power is.
and like,
Honestly, I think it's a lot like this.
yeah.
Considering how she kept herself off the block.
So
this
we
week.
could make a big move.
This could make a huge move.
And I think if I had power, this
Would
is
be,
a terrified little, you just threaten him.
and he'd be right here.
Yeah. Say, listen, Parhar, and I'd just be like this. I know what's going on.
I'd leave it at that.
Yeah.
And then he'd start to, like the
Freaking.
words would be like,
And I'd be like, I know, what do you mean? What do you mean? No.
and he'd be right back
He
there.
tried to tell me they weren't upset the other day during the veto.
They
But
weren't upset?
they weren't nervous. They weren't like anxious that one of us would win. The look on their faces, they
Said
were
no.
terrified.
Yeah.
When I didn't go for you, they were like shocked. Why? Why? Aren't we all on the same page that like one of us winning veto and coming down would at least give us a shot
Yeah.
to put someone else up there?
Yeah.
But they're just shitting their pants.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up. I'm a quarterback. I'm so tough and threatening. You know what? You actually haven't done shit.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't actually done anything.
And JP, what's the point in throwing competitions? Which is obviously a thing. He's ripped.
He's clumsy though. You think that's a show?
Yes. 100%.
You think so?
Yes. I know for a fact. 100%. I watch him work out. I don't think he worked at that place he said he worked at. I don't think he's 21.
I think he's older.
I do.
Really?
Yes. I've caught him in so many, like, he didn't know anything about, I know more about that company he worked for, downsizing and all that, than he does. Plus, you ask him questions about, like, dates, and he gets very vague. So, like, when did you work for them? How long did you work for them? How much school do you have left? Oh, so it's like 2 years and then you'll be a teacher? Stuff like that. It gets completely thrown off.
Interesting.
Okay, so I just say to him, I know what's up. And oh yeah, so what's the point of him throwing competitions unless it's to look unthreatening, which means you should be able to sit there and be pumped that one of us are going to win the veto because you know you're not going up.
Absolutely.
And again, the whole reason we made this alliance was so that we had the votes. To
Right.
keep Peely?
Yeah.
Or to keep Ashley? Like, yeah, okay, you can make the argument that Bruno would never put up Ashley. You can't make that same argument with Peely.
No. At all.
And then if that's the case, how do they know that? Right? And why aren't they telling us stuff like that?
Right.
Right? The whole reason they were supposed to stay close to those boys was to feed us information, keep us off the block. If they're not going to do that, then we should have exposed them so that it spreads the heat. Right? So
So you
hopefully,
think
I
this is a
think
scare-
I scare him over here.
This is enough. Right here is enough already. 5, break the tie.
But you want to keep him in the loop so that you have less. First of all, so you have
The
information.
minute you tell him anything, though, even if you threaten him, he will go back and tell.
But you've already made your decision.
So you telling me you make a decision and
You say like, listen,
you do,
and
you do
again,
this?
it takes the
Do you
heat.
do this?
I think that's exactly what I do.
Comp threat. A given to likely win. He's gonna fight hard. These two are gonna go crazy for it together. Say one of them wins.
Doesn't matter. The other one goes home. And then
So
what?
one of them wins?
And then this is it. And then this is all they got the week going forward.
Say one of them wins, you throw this up.
Yeah.
Peely. Why waste voting that
Never.
person out
Right?
over?
Right? So then,
Then this is gone.
yep.
Then that leaves a decimated team here.
Then you have this.
This scared baby.
It's definite, right?
Now you have this. Now you have 6 playing. Can't play for HOH, but odds are. That's your angle.
And these two girls too, they're just going to be thankful they didn't get put up. You have one enemy out of that situation. And an enemy, hopefully it's Kevin, that you can say, listen, like, it was my best move. It doesn't make me your biggest target out of all these people. But it was clear I had to do that to split this up.
You say that, or you say you play a little girl that you think they are. They made me do it.
Yeah, exactly.
They made me do it. Bobby told me that I had to if I wanted to stay. I cut a deal with him to stay safe.
Or you just say, listen, like, look what, like, we say,
It's gonna
look
be you.
what,
I'm going home. It's okay. I'm going home. I know I'm going home. It's all right.
how do you know?
I just the vibe I got today. As much as I want to think 5 votes can happen.
I got a weird vibe today too, Johnny.
I just think that the girls are not going to vote you out because there's 3 girls down already, and they don't want to see another girl go home, and there'll only be 4 girls left.
Like, they're so influenced.
Completely. I'm pretty sure it'll be me that goes. And I think I've come to terms with that, so that's okay. I think you can do this, though. Even if you don't win, you can do this. You... Even if neither of you win, you have to stick here. As much as she's all over the place, you have to stick with her.
I know. Tell me about all over the place.
But it doesn't even matter which one of these ones wins. You and her need to go here. I hate to say this, you play her insecurities about the couples. It's bad. That's horrible.
It's
spot on.
spot on.
You play that, you come here, you pitch. This one comes running
Exactly.
to lick Bobby's ass, basically. And that's enough.
Yep.
That's your move.
Yep. Our move.
Your
Let's see.
move.
Johnny, I love you.
I love you too.
How funny is it that we trust each other this much that we can do
Oh,
this?
I know. If we could somehow both stay this week, boom. Boom. It's a whole different game next week. It's impossible. I Canada's veto even would save one of us, but the other would go
When
home.
we got called into the living room, I thought they were going to play footage from the comp and be like,
Bruno, you're
show
just...
the cheating that happened. Because here's the thing. With them helping them and holding letters, they have letters that we need in their hands.
But they didn't say we couldn't help each other, so...
But they did say you couldn't impede other people. And by holding letters, like it's not like they were just finding a letter, holding one letter and giving, they were holding a big bunch of letters.
Yeah.
So guarantee you multiple times when I went in there and couldn't find like my G, they had 3 Gs in their hand. That's impeding other players, as far as I'm concerned.
Too far in the week, though, for that to happen.
I know.
That's the problem. And that nullifies the entire week.
Like it just sucks
I was
that this
hoping that
happened.
the veto, I was hoping the veto would get burned. Because I could see and I knew they could see my fucking block. Piss me off.
I hate this.
I think the bigger problem is what happens if one of those people win? That's your bigger problem. This is not a problem.
Then I just
this
play
is
them.
all positive here.
Yeah,
Super positive.
Right.
This is the bigger problem.
yeah.
Because they're not going to put these people up. They're not going to... well, these people aren't going to put each other up. These people may say, God, and one of you two. Doesn't matter, interchangeable. Easier to do. You're just a pawn, no big deal. We have 5 votes. That forces a tie, no big deal. One of you's off, there's 6, you're safe. And yes, they might at the end of the day send home one of these people.
Might.
But you're the dispensable one. That shows you where the 2 of you are dispensable.
100%.
Completely.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do. Then one of these disappears. Then this is your only hope. And it's like one can't compete now because they just won HOH. It's 5-4. And you better damn hope that one of those win. Otherwise, this is going to ride it. And yeah, so what? You try to stick with the original, and you're what? 6th?
Right. You just hope for a couple spat or...
Which won't happen. You come this way, you hope for a couple spot. You come this way. This is gone. Regardless, you're still a smaller fish to fry than you, especially.
Exactly.
Oh, she's just weak little Sarah. She can't do anything. She's useless.
I don't want to waste an HOH on her.
Why would we?
Even though I've won.
You could end up outlasting these people very easily. We just still don't know what she's done and what she said to people. She sold us out. I'm certain she sold us out.
She definitely did.
How else did she keep herself safe this week? 100% safe.
Yeah.
She put you out of this house.
Not only did Bruno not put her up, they are closer now than ever before.
Funny how that worked. Because she made promises to Bruno and God. I'm going to keep you 100% safe this week. I'm totally on your side.
I need to win. I need to win and pull that.
If
and
you
pull
win,
the JP
you
thing
pull
over.
this together,
Yeah.
and you swing
And-
this.
yeah.
Scared little baby.
Scared little.
Scared little baby. And that changes the game. And then you make it very clear over here
Oh, Johnny.
that you're just pulling the scare little baby in, but he's so far up Zach's ass that he's the first one to go whenever you get a shot. The thing is, you might be right about him holding back. And story time, he paused a very, very long time, and he knew that fucking thing.
He knows everything inside and out.
He remembers a single conversation. He knows everyone's siblings'
And
names,
do you
ages.
think he, like,
How did
does he
not...
think that's going to help? Like, he's smart.
Yeah.
Does he think, first of all, that people don't notice? I mean, I guess people don't. Me and you would be the only ones to notice something like that. That, yeah, he knows everybody's siblings' names,
But
their
everyone said
ages.
that. Like Bruno said to me, he's got like a fucking photographic memory. He's a smart guy.
But then no one notices that he can't win a competition like that.
Oddly, eh?
Yeah.
He lost to Kevin. Now, was it a matter of Kevin just buzzing in quickly and literally throwing it to fate? To luck? I don't know. But
No.
this is your move. Should one of them win, or you, next week, this is your definite move. 100% move. That's the only way you don't end up in 6th or 7th. But you really have to blow this shit up.
And we can use, and this is good because that's 3, right? That's a person who doesn't want to be 4th. So depending on who's winning, manipulatable.
Absolutely.
Oh, and this girl.
Oh, it's JP. This as well.
Right, okay. Oh, well, that's there, unfortunately. Right? Bruno has everyone. Bruno's the new G. See, that's why it was so great for Bruno. The Brittany move. And that's probably why Brittany didn't want to get Bobby out so bad, because she, like, Bruno was on board with the G thing. And you know what? She's pretty much told me that herself. You look at all the pus, yellow juice.
It's healing. It's okay. She's pretty much said that to you?
Yeah.
She's definitely told you, like, you're staying this week, okay? She won't tell me. She says to me, you're such a strong person. You're such a physical threat. Or you're so good physically in competitions. You know, really want you to stay. But won't go any further than that.
She just keeps going, you feeling okay? You feeling good? And then I'm like, I don't know. What are you hearing? Should I? And she's like, well, I haven't talked to Bruno about game. And she's like, but I think like that, you know, he'd wanna.
Well, we all know where Bruno's head's at. That's not the important part, dummy. This is the important
She
part
said,
right
oh,
here.
he doesn't want to waste an HOH on you. Like, oh my God.
Oh,
Thanks.
This is the important part right here.
She doesn't realize that though.
You might have to have a sit down and have a frank discussion with her and be like,
It
open
scares me
your
though
eyes.
because she's very, same with Neha. Like I just had to go like, yes, okay.
What do you
okay.
have left to do? What do you have? You got even, big deal. You follow me behind next week. What's it?
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
What do I have
what do you
to
have to
lose?
lose at this point? You know what I mean? You have to sit down and say to her, listen, girl, this is happening, whether you like it or not. Open your eyes, and she can see it. Almost,
And you're
she's
right
almost
about, like,
jealous that she's not
Exactly.
this.
100%.
Super jealous. You know, oh, she's having a moment today where she misses home because I think back in Brittany's life at home, she tends to be a little bit of the center of attention.
100%.
She's not the center of attention here anymore.
Yeah,
And she doesn't like that.
you're so right.
I hate that I'm saying these things because I still love her and I can't wait to hang out.
Of course. But that's what's going on. She's too concerned with this that she doesn't even care. Like, yeah, I can't even talk to her about trying to rally, like trying to.
And there's definitely some
see where
jealousy
people are.
here with this too, whether she likes to admit it or not. That's a JP.
Oh,
but
of
that's what-
course,
there's
of
definitely
course,
some
of
jealousy there.
course. So obnoxious.
Yeah, this is definitely your play right here. That's your play next week, especially if one wins for you. That's what you gotta go. I'm okay going home. Don't worry about me. I got to do what I always dreamed of doing, coming to play Big Brother.
I hate this so much.
It's okay. I mean,
And who knows? Who knows with these people?
who knows? But at the end of the day, like,
And
I
like,
came,
why won't
I
they just
played.
tell us?
Well, tomorrow, as soon as it's locked in that no one else is going up.
Right.
There's fear here that you or I would have run to Bruno and blown them up. Trust me, I thought of it. Don't.
I did too, but would it do anything?
At this
No.
point, probably no.
No.
It wouldn't matter.
No.
It would just send one of us home definitively. Me. If I blew them up.
And then leave
You
the
blow-
other one in a
you
bad
blowing them up-
position.
yeah, you blowing them up wouldn't really do anything for you either.
No, I know. Then you're just making a bunch of enemies.
Yeah, for nothing.
Yeah.
And you don't know what the outcome of next week's HOH is going to be.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense.
So that's our move, is to just hang
the
on and see
seed
who
is
wins.
already in Bruno's head, right here.
I still feel very nervous.
Although he feels like this is more closer to here than anywhere else. You guys are sort of off. And well, she's sort of off too. She's off on fucking cloud 9. I'm on Mars. Boop, 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 boop. She actually, I hate to say it, she's starting to irritate me. Her shenanigans irritate me. They've always irritated me, actually. Nice girl, but her shenanigans irritate me. Who's most irritating? You guys put her right up front. I'm like, oh, this is easy.
She went over there herself.
Well, she is the most
refused to.
irritating.
But it's like, oh,
And
I
then
feel
cries
bad.
about
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Like,
She's one of those self. What,
but like I'm like that. But then like whatever, go with it.
Yeah.
You can't call yourself irritating and then
Cry about it.
when most irritating comes out, be like, oh, you're gonna put me like, yeah, you call yourself irritating every day. That's your care. You know what I mean? Like just own it.
Yeah.
But I feel bad because it's like a genuine emotion that she's
Absolutely,
feeling. It's not like she's
absolutely.
putting it on
No,
at all.
No.
And it sucks because like she's hilarious. I love her to
is
death.
hilarious.
It gets like you can't live with people for like God.
No.
Like
No.
I
at
hear
home I'd
what
be like, okay, fucking enough. Get out of my face.
exactly. But then you'd call her a week later and be like, we have to hang out. I miss
Absolutely.
you so
That's exactly
much.
it. Well,
Well, that was fun.
yeah, that was fun. Life Eaters, I hope you enjoyed. Let's go to bed. It's like probably 4:30 now.